I know, jugs of joy. I wrote me this morning, Rosie, those jugs of joy. When are we going to see them bouncing in a Dorito on the beach? I don't know. Send me money, we'll make it, we'll make it happen. Anyway, happy Saturday to you. It's been quite a while since we did a Q&A here on the channel, taken from some of the comments that have been emailed in, as well as comments that were posted and questions that were posted under videos. So glad to have you along today. We're going to try to go through these rapidly and not make it a super long one, but some things require more of an answer than I'm willing to sit there and type out for 20 minutes or so. Bing, ping, ping, ping. Yes, one finger Rosie, right? All right, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We have fun on the daily here for over 8 years now. Okay, here's one I got a lot. Why not just hire a landscaper to take care of your place? Okay. I've had two reasons. Number one, I've had very bad luck with people that have hired to work for me. There was Nam, the Vietnamese gardener, when I first got the property back in 2011, and he really cut a lot of corners to do things, especially the irrigation system. And the irrigation was irritating to me here because it failed. It became a bloody mess. And the second guy I hired 10 years later was probably even worse. I hired him to do some tree cutting for me, and it just turned into a mess. Pulled up my water lines, and wanted to be hired on for the monthly service. I'm like, nah, just decided to do it myself. A competent landscaper that's going to roll up on the property, and twice a month is going to cost about $300 to $500 here. And I decided, you know what, there's one way that I can ensure it's done the right way, and that's if I do it myself. So I said, you know what, stop whining, roll up your sleeves, get to work, and get it done. And here I sit today on a Saturday morning. This is pre-recorded on Friday, but you're watching on Saturday morning, and here I sit with this place looking in pretty doggone good shape, right? Not just the Rosie girl in shape, but the whole place is looking great, right? Smile, it's Saturday. Have you considered a hot tub for the rancho? I have. Of course, it makes great content if you have a hot tub under lights, and you know, it's good fun. I enjoy using the Boston Janets once in a while, but I don't know if I want to make the commitment here to have one put on the rancho, particularly since the cost of utilities, woo, and of course summertime it's not an issue. You don't require that much more marginal heat to bring that up here, but it's just, I think the cleaning, you know, for the videos would be great, you know, bouncing around in the Dorito bikini, and you know, it would get tiring after a while, and then you have to do the cleanup and things like that. So I don't think, I can't say never, but it might be interesting to pop one in here. And I know they have the Coleman ones that are the foam, you know, the portable ones. So I don't know, right? Please go over your daily food regimen. This is a good question. This is because people don't really ask me. You know, they know I'm on a keto light diet. I've had really good results. I can tell with my clothes and looking at myself in the mirror. Yeah, I don't know exactly, you know, that's another question here, but what I eat on the daily, I try to think about. In the morning, I'll generally have either bacon and eggs, which is maybe once a week, but otherwise I'll have a bowl of oatmeal in the morning with raisins and brown sugar. Does a couple things. You're screaming, that ain't keto, Rosie. It's high in fiber. It tastes good. It's relatively low calorie, because at the end of the day, it's also about calories. Since I'm working very hard around here, I'm burning a lot of energy. It's worth it to me to have that because it sticks to me. It tastes good with the raisins and the brown sugar in it, and I absolutely love it. That's my go-to day after day. I don't grab a big box of cereal and pull out a Jethro Bodine size bowl and Kellogg's in the morning. I don't do that. I'll also very once in a while, rarely, have a couple slices of Ezekiel bread in the morning with a little bit of jam on them too, and that's good because that's That's a different kind of bread. It's a sprouted grain bread, and it's excellent for dieters. Thank you, Tara, for recommending that. This was a little harsh. Your Queen of the Rancho talk is really dumb as F. D-A-F. Okay, you could fill in the F. Sorry, but who wants to be up with a tranny who has a busted down property in a shit area of a shit state? Well, you got a lot of... you hit all the bells. You rang all the bells with that one going up there. Well, that's a tough question to answer. Everybody enjoys companionship, and everybody would like to think that they're a person that somebody else would like to get with and enjoy a life with. But honestly, you know, it's not... I make things fun talking points, and we have a lot of fun. We talk about the queen / princess / empress / dictator of the rancho here. But be honest with you, I'm very... If it happens or it comes along, that's a wonderful thing. But do note that I'm very happy with friends, and friend relationships really seem to endure, and they don't have the overlay of expectations of a lot of overtly romantic and things. To take some time and effort and thoughtfulness. Sometimes a lot of times for me, you know, I get to my age, I just want to chill out, have some beers, laugh, have a good time, and, you know, honestly, some people call me the old warhorse from Baltimore and stuff, and I get it. I mean, I've run my race, and I'm just kind of gamboling and frolicking out in the out in the pasture, just enjoying life there, just waiting to keel over, with a smile on my face. Yeah, would I like to hook up? Of course I would. But it's not the ultimate goal of me. The ultimate goal of me is to enjoy my life, travel and things, and just have a great time. As far as the other stuff, the neighborhood and everything else, I don't really know what to tell you there. Back in 2011, I bought what I could afford at the very bottom of after the real estate crash. So I didn't buy it as an investment. I bought it as a place to live, and it shall remain as my place to live. As far as the state, I don't know about that. Every state has its plus and minuses. How much weight have you lost? I really have no idea, because I've stepped on the scale like 3 weeks ago at the doctor's. Like, you're down 5 pounds. What? And I know I'm down more than that. Okay, as far as how much, I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I don't have a scale. I don't want a scale. Looking forward, this person, looking forward to bikini baking and stuff. Yeah, I know, and it'll be coming. It'll be coming. Here's one. You know, I had the well tank replaced on the rancho here with a nice, newer, well-constructed tank, and this person said, couldn't you could have done the well. The boss said this too. We could have done the well tank replacement ourselves, and indeed we could have. But you're looking at a cost of $800 to $1,000, and I wouldn't have been able to get the tank for the price that they did. The quality of the tank, we're looking at the cost of the tank there, and the rest of that is labor. 3 hours of labor, installation, bringing a truck here, bringing it in, removing the old unit, carrying that off, and cutting the pipes and putting new pipes. The real upside of having this company come in and do that, number one, they could do it quickly, and number two, the guy did a bang-up job, Tom here. Okay, he put extra valving in that I never would have thought of. I can just hook a short hose out there, hit the tap, the garden hose bib out there, and have easier way to irrigate and water my fruit trees out there. So that to me was great. It was well worth it. It's over the long haul that's really going to pay dividends as the cost of utilities and water goes up, and I use that for all irrigation here. So that's why I chose, it's one of the rare things I chose to have parted out to others. What is the most valuable or cool find from metal detecting? I would refer you to the video that I'm putting up tomorrow, okay, where I have a great video. It's called and thank you for this idea, I don't go over everything that I've found. There's hundreds of items, okay? But I go over the top 3 that are ultra cool and ultra valuable, and I think that you'll agree. So make sure to check out Super Bowl Sunday video on my 3 greatest metal detecting finds. I think that you will enjoy it, and if you enjoy metal detecting, and if you enjoy the thrill of the hunt, which we do here very often, and even more so as the weather gets nice, come on, subscribe, join the channel, hit the button for notification of all uploads, and not only will you enjoy metal detecting, but you'll also be here for fun on the daily with live streams, with cooking, with just everything under the vintage audio repair, vintage audio listening experience, renovation projects on the rancho. There's always something to do here that's very exciting. How is that Christmas tree survived? I don't know. You guys know it's a miracle tree. It's been gone for 4 months, and it looks as good as the day that it was cut down. Lord, I think it's because we have the angel of glorious flight who's overlooking the tree there to perform some type of minor miracle. Okay, here's another interesting too. This person sent me a really long thing about CBD and gummies and indica and all this kind of stuff. I'm not a weed aficionado. I'm not a marijuana aficionado. I know virtually zilch, but the question boiled down to, how about the gummies? Months later, how about the gummies? And are you tempted to get high once in your life on some good grass? Well, the answer to the second part is no. The answer to the first part is I enjoyed the experience very much because it helped me relieve the spasms that were when I terribly injured, worst injury I've had in my adult life, and I've had a few. They allowed me to rest and stop taking baclofen for spasms, and I had bad drug interactions. It was throwing up on Christmas Eve and stuff. It was miserable. I tried the gummies, and it just made a world of difference. And then, you know, I still have some gummies here, and if a night I'm just having trouble chilling, sleep in, or I just feel like, you know what, I just can't get comfortable, I'll just pop a couple of the 2 of the 0.5s for just 5 mgs for a 10 milligram, little bit of send off, and it works well for me. But otherwise, I'll be honest with you guys, I really enjoy drinking, and I really love beer. Okay. Just let's keep it real, right? Curious if you've ever been assaulted when you're live streaming. I've done over probably 2,000 live streams and recorded walk streams on the streets over the many years I've been on YouTube. Both of my assaults, I've had 2 assaults. Now, I've come close a lot of times, man, and I've diffused the situation, but I've been ready to deploy that pepper spray. Yeah, I've been ready to let that pepper spray rip, okay? But I've managed to diffuse, because usually when people get an eye for the pepper spray, okay, I don't know if being Johnny Tough Guy or Betty Tough Gal is going to be worth it in this situation, you know, F you, and then walk away and all that. That's a good outcome. But 2 times in Las Vegas, the first time I was assaulted on a dark street next to the Zach Bagans Haunted Museum in Las Vegas. And the guy thought I was recording him and his girlfriend. They'd had a terrible fight across the street sitting there. And I guess he was all bent out of shape. And he came over and he just grabbed my cell phone. Luckily, I have a case on it, and kind of threw it between the bars on the gate on a fence. And I was able to retrieve it. He moved on, and, you know, it kind of surprised me because he snuck up on me. And the other one was there was no damage to my phone. And the other one was in Las Vegas when I was walking along Fremont Street. And this was the worst of the pandemic crowd. This was the lowlifes that came from the shitholes of LA. They grabbed cheap hotel rooms for $10, $10 to $30, and they were loaded into Las Vegas. And it was the roughest, meanest crowd. The whole complexion of the crowd, it was crazy. And this guy was really drunk, and I was walking down towards Fremont Street East, and the guy comes up behind me. I didn't see him, and he turns around in front of me, and he takes his hand, and he swats the phone out of my selfie stick. Hits the ground, somebody grabbed it real quick, it was fine. But instant karma was delivered because this dope lost his balance, and he went backward and almost knocked himself out on a metal railing. Let me say, he paid a hell of a price for that swipe. So that's the 2 assaults that I've had. I always get this question: what is your favorite bikini? Why do you have 100? Well, people sent me 90 of them. How about that? Okay. Of which, 15 of them could never be worn on a social media platform. Yes, they could be worn on an adult beach, and perhaps they will be. But, I've got my body back and all that. But my favorite, of course, are the golds and the silvers. The Doritos, the black, the pink, the red, and the gold and silvers, because you guys know, I like to be kind of out there. But I do like my onesie. I got a red, white, and blue, and I do like my silver onesie, my Marilyn Monroe-y, and that stuff will be coming back soon, too, on the Rosie McNamara channel. So make sure you subscribe to that, as well as the Rosie Murphy channel. We're going to be doing a little more, probably quite a lot more of economics content there, as things are unwinding kind of the way that I expected them to here. If people are interested in hearing my thoughts, don't ask me why, about the previews of coming attractions and things like that, and you may glean something of value from that. I hope so. So make sure that you are subscribed also to the Rosie Murphy channel. With that, as usual, I'm going to thank you guys and gals for being along today for this Q&A session. It was wonderful. Great questions as always. Stay tuned every day, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for all notifications so you don't miss 1 minute of the content. Thanks, everybody. Mwah.